Hi, welcome back to the new video. In this module, we will be talking about how to implement REST API calls in Flutter. So, if you plan to develop apps that fetch data from the internet, you will need to know how to make network requests and how to handle the responses properly. So, definitely, when you are building a real world application, there will be a lot of scenarios that you have to fetch data from server, or you have to take help of some APIs in your application, whether it's been news API or Google API or whatever. In those scenarios, you have to know how to handle APIs in a effective manner. So now the question is, what is a network request? In simple terms, when you open an app like WhatsApp, Instagram, or Twitter on your smartphone, the app tries to fetch the latest data from a remote location, usually called a server. A server is a centralized place that stores most user data. The app that you are using is called the client. So there are two terms called the server and the client. Client is the application, and that is the whatever the app or Android or iOS app you are using. And server is the database which is stored at a distant location. So that's a very basic concept. Now, what is a RESTful API? The REST stands for Representational State Transfer. It's an application program interface, that is API, that uses HTTP requests to get or send data between computers. So just remember, communication between a client and a server mostly happens through RESTful APIs. That's it. The most basic form of a REST API is a URL that the client uses to make a request to the server. So if you see any APIs or anything, you will get a URL which you had to send the request. That is, you have to hit that particular URL. And upon receiving a successful request, the server checks the endpoint of the URL, does some processing, and send the requested data back to the client. So this is a very simple way of explaining. Definitely in the core technical thing, it might be little complex also, but you just have to remember that we will send a request to the server and the server will give us some data. That's it. Now there are different HTTP methods that you use in a REST API. So there are a lot of them, but the most commonly used are four. First is GET request. It simply means that you want to get some data from a remote database. Request using GET only retrieve data, which means they have no other effect on that particular data. That means you will just go and read that data. You cannot change anything using the GET request. Now POST request. POST request submits data to the specific resource. You use the method to send data to the server, such as customer informations or file uploads. So indirectly, just remember that if you have to send something from the client to the server and save it in the server, in that scenario, you use the POST request. The third is delete. So it does what it says, that it deletes the specific resource from the server. And the fourth one is put, that is replaces, or you can say updates all current representations of the target resources. That means you have already sent some data to the server, but later on you want to update that particular field or that particular data such as age or phone number. So in that case, you use the put request. So definitely there are patch requests and few more. If you want to know about all the requests, you can just Google it. But most of the time when you are building an application, you are working with this 4 requests. Now in Flutter, definitely if we want to do anything, we have to get that dependency. So for HTTP request also, there is a dependency called the HTTP package. So you simply open your browser, go to pub.dev and just type HTTP. And then remember to select this one. This is from the Dart team itself. Just scroll down and copy the dependency. And in your application, you can paste it. Just remember, if you want to create a new project, then also you can do it. Right now I am using our previous project, but I will be removing these previous codes. So if you want, you can just pause the video and just write Flutter create something new project and start from the beginning. It's up to you. Okay, our Flutter pub get is running. It will get the dependency and yes, it's done. Now our HTTP dependency is installed. The next thing I will be doing is removing the previous files. And now in the lib folder, I will create new folders. Like first is screen and the second is services folder. And inside screen, I will create home.dart, and inside services I will create API service dart. So simply what I did is I I organize our codes in a clean manner. It's like all the screens will be in the screens folder. All the API services, that is all the server side code or whatever is interacting with the API, will be in the API service dart. In this way, you have a separation of code and you will have this MVC model, that is model view controller pattern as well. So it's a good practice. You don't want to write all your codes randomly and in just one file. It will be very difficult for you to organize or debug in the long run. So that's it. We have understood what is HTTP, what are its methods different, and how to install the HTTP package in our project. In the next session, we will use some real APIs and call those API using the GET request. Thank you. See you in the next video.